Raphael? I hope it's you, otherwise I look like I just walked up to the first black guy I saw.
Of course it's me. I'm the only black guy here.
Hi. Sorry. I just want to say that this is awesome. This is awesome.
Weird.
I know I was on time, but I feel like I should apologize for showing up later than you.
Not a problem. I got here 10 minutes early because I'm paranoid about perpetuating the stereotype of black people being late.
Cool. Good for you two. I think this is really important.
I will have an exotic sounding dish to show how worldly I am.
And for the gentleman, wait, let me take it upon myself to point out all the spicy items in the menu. I'm assuming you have a high tolerance for spicy food?
I'll have literally anything but the fried chicken.
Oh, but it's like so good.
Oh, it looks good. But again, the stereotype thing.
Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Like It Ain't. You know, that intro, oh my God, that was from last week. We're back. We're back.
That is always so funny.
Yeah. So back for the part two. Welcome back, everybody, to the series Like It Ain't. This week's topic is a part two, a continuation of our last episode that was about interracial dating. You know, we also want to do a little bit of a weekend review as well, if we could fit that in. But yeah, that video. But first, let's say hello to our guests and our hosts. We have with us, of course, the wonderful, the amazing Nicole Drew. How you doing, Nicole?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I wasn't sure, whose intro that was, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a long day, so that just, perked me up.
There you go.
And I can, if I can, just give a really quick shout out. I just want to say, wish my mom a happy birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday, Mama Drew.
I'm not sure if she's still on. If she's on, yeah, she was taking her walk.
Am I going to do Stevie Wonder? I ain't going to set it off because my voice. Happy. Come on now. No?
Oh, yeah.
No? Okay, never mind.
We'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end.
The moment's gone. Happy birthday, Mama Drew. We love you. Lynn said,
Brother
so
Lynn.
Let's start off the show like that, huh? Yeah, this is where we're at now, Lynn. Big up to you, brother. Big up.
Good evening, brother. Good evening.
Yeah. So that video in the beginning.
My God.
I'm sorry. More intros. I'm sorry, Nicole. We got Nicole. So then we also have the incomparable, the creative and amazing Dana T. Dana, how are you doing?
Yay.
Good to see you guys again.
Always a pleasure to see you as well. Thank you.
Word.
Always a pleasure.
And of course, we have my brother from another, the jelly to my peanut butter or vice versa. Whatever. Why am I sweating so early already? Jesus.
Okay. and I don't know. Now it's getting weird. Jelly to the peanut butter.
Yeah, I felt a little uncomfortable with that comment, brother. I love you and everything, but I felt a little uncomfortable. I'm so sure within my manhood, but I felt a little squeamish. I'm like, where's he going with this? The jelly to my peen? My peen? I'm like, whoa.
I said peanut butter. Like peanut butter and jelly. That's what people say. We're like peanut butter and jelly. No? Okay. That didn't work that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, y'all.
Is that how the evening's
no
gonna
apologies.
She said, I thought I was the peanut butter. Okay, let's not start this.
Oh.
Right. See?
Come on now. You're the entire restaurant that serves all the sandwiches.
I know that's right.
Come on now. Let's not
But good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining tonight's episode of Like It Ain't with all these beautiful people I'm surrounded by. I feel like I'm in the Brady Bunch boxes. Like, this is dope. This is dope. Love it.
Right.
Sorry.
Brought us in like that. Yeah. You know how they bring in like, and then there's the 3 and all of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a Like It Ain't Brady Bunch theme song soon. That'd
be dope.
Future.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that video that we started off with.
Wait, hold up. What about our host? For those who don't know,
I don't need anything more about me. You see what I'm
The
saying? I know I already made
incomparable,
y'all
the
uncomfortable.
the
amazing,
incomparable.
The
the
peanut butter.
amazing, the peanut butter. Yeah, who's it? Yeah,
That's
okay, that's
my
right.
new
Because you're
rap
the
name.
jelly.
That's my new rap name. Peanut butter.
MC peanut butter.
Because I'm a stick. I'm a stick to your ribs. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, let's just
Nah.
stop. Let's move on.
Boo. Okay. Anyway.
Wow.
Right. Listen, they can't all be winners, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? It's all good. So anyway, no, but that video, that was a very interesting comedic video. Did you guys have any thoughts about that video as you watched it?
Ladies
It was
first.
I mean, it was just hilarious. Every time I watch it, I just can't stop laughing. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's all true. And then the thing is, have you ever tipped more than you probably would have just because you don't want to feed into that stereotype that we don't tip well,
Great.
even if you get
Great
bad
point.
service?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
see,
true.
no, bad service. I'm gonna have to just look bad because if you give bad service, I can't give you a good tip. That's not how this works.
Yeah, but there's still like that little struggle. Like,
Yes.
should I give them something?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I don't want it to be really that, sometimes actually when that happens, I really want to just take them aside and say, here, this is why I'm not giving you a good tip.
Right.
Let you know so that you don't continue down this path.
I like that.
I've never done it though.
Right.
So there's that.
But that would be the appropriate notion of, to pull somebody aside if you care enough to, unless somebody just completely turns you off, no tip and just bounce. That's it. You know.
That's interesting. I mean, I would never do a no tip, that's for sure. Even if it was bad service, you have to tip.
Even if racial.
Yeah, your morals need to be your morals. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to tip, you're going to tip. Now, that doesn't mean I give them a good tip. They might get like 50 cents.
Right.
Okay. I respect that. I like that.
But you're not going to push me away from my morals.
I like that. Good, great answer. Great answer. I like that. You made up for that intro, brother. You made up for that intro. Good job. Came back
strong again. Got my homie back for a minute. He was like, I don't know if I'm flowing with him.
Yeah.
He's like, I think he got this relationship wrong. But now, so Mikkel said Nicole wrote her tip on the receipt about why she didn't give her a better tip.
Did I do that?
Really? Okay.
Oh, I guess I.
All right. And Lynn said, just don't be the person that leaves change. And then I said 50 cents.
Exactly.
And Lynn's next comment was, come on, John.
Listen to that comment. Yeah.
Mikkel said, oh, she did.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I guess I did do that. Yeah. I mean, it does sound like something I might do. So
it does. Yeah. It really does. It reeks of Nicole. It definitely does. Okay, so I have a question I want to ask you all, and I want to start with Dana. So when it comes to interracial dating, let's just take it here real quick. Celebrity crushes. Was there ever anyone of a different, let's say a white celebrity, whether it's a singer or actor or whatever, actress, that you had a crush on that was of a different ethnicity? Who was it? Who was your crush? And y'all in the chats, name who your crushes were as well. So Dana, who was one of your celebrity crushes?
So when I was a little kid, my favorite, and it's still one of my favorite movies, was and is The Outsiders. and I think I just loved the entire cast.
Great
Like every
movie.
week, one week Matt Dillon was my boyfriend. Then I don't think I ever loved Ralph Macchio, but everyone else, like Tom Cruise, Matt Dillon was number one. Like you couldn't tell me anything. Like I had this book. It was like Matt Dillon's fan something, and it was like every fact. Like I don't remember anything, but I remember back in the day, like my friends would quiz me, oh, you really like Matt Dillon, you know, what about this, what about, and I can answer anything. So yeah, like all of those guys I just loved. And I think it was like partially like just from their characters. I just thought they were so cool, you know, in the movie, because I think that was like my first times, you know, because at the time they weren't these big stars. That was like, you know, the stepping stone for most of them into Hollywood. So that was, you know, who I was meeting first. And I don't think like if I saw other movies that I would have, you know, maybe had that same crush, but I just thought, you know, it was like the whole bad boy and you know, they were cool.
Interesting. Pat, did you have a crush on Patrick Swayze as well in that? Because he was in that too, right?
Swayze, Rob Lowe, C. Thomas Howell, who we talked about last week.
Yeah.
If I would have seen Soul Man first, I wouldn't have liked him.
He's like, that's Soul Man, and that's Karate Kid. What they doing in this movie? They ain't outside.
I wonder if they knew that any of these individuals would blow up to, you know, the extent that they went. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how all of each star in that movie was literally, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. And I see Mikkel said we share him. He's not white, but he's pretty sexy. Who is she? I don't know who she was talking about there. Which one's not white? Well, I guess maybe she'll comment.
The Outsiders?
Back.
Yeah, they were all white, weren't they?
All white. I mean, some of them was a little dirty looking.
Estevez, I think, is like half something, but I don't know. I didn't really like him though.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
Who was in Lenny Kravitz?
No.
Who was in that?
I didn't think he wasn't even born at that time. Was he?
Yeah.
Actually, no, he was born, but he was young. He was super young at that point.
That comment might get the gas face. I'm just saying. I mean, if she's saying Lenny Kravitz, okay, I get it. But I thought she was connecting it to the Outsiders. That's why I was like,
when she said that, what is that?
Okay. She said you only saw part of my original comment.
Oh, she said, I know this answer. Okay, yes. Originally, so when I asked the question, she came in saying, I know this answer, thinking that Dana was going to go to Lenny Kravitz first.
But you said white.
Right, exactly. Well, he's half white.
Right.
But you know, but who knows he's half white? Like, you see him and you just think, this is a black man. You know.
Which one of those, because I don't remember all of the characters. I don't remember all of the actors who were playing in that, but that was one of my favorite movies.
Great movie.
I totally forgot about that. But who played Ponyboy? Because that was the one I used to remember that line. Ponyboy, I wasn't trying to get charity.
That was Ralph. Stay golden, Ponyboy. Stay golden.
That's C. Thomas.
Oh, that was C. Thomas Howell.
C. Thomas, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I liked him.
Yeah. And you know what? I even like the girl that Diane Lane. She played Cherry. I just thought she was so pretty, and I'm like, oh my god, she's so pretty, and like, because Matt Dillon was like dying from her, so I'm like, oh my god, I wish I could look like her. You know?
That was the one that said that line, right? The one that she said that line, Ponyboy, I wasn't trying to give you charity.
Yeah.
That's the only line I remember from that movie.
Insane. And cut.
And scene.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny you mentioned that because Matt Dillon, for me, do I know your crush? Yeah, I know one of your crush. Well, one of your old crushes. We'll get to that in a second. Matt Dillon, when I saw The Outsiders, I admired him. I thought he was cool as hell. He was the bad boy in that movie.
Yeah.
He went out real gangster in that movie.
He definitely did.
As a little kid, I kind of admired him, and I was like, I want to be cool like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's funny you mentioned that movie. But
Mikkel, look at it again now.
Yeah.
It's classic movie. Great.
And then when it ended with that Stevie Wonder song.
Oh my gosh, that is one of my favorites.
It's
Yes,
beautiful.
yes.
So beautiful.
I was
It hurts.
the poem and the Stevie Wonder song
Oh,
that put me in. I started. I think it was
much.
Robert Frost,
Yeah.
one of Robert Frost's poems, and the Stevie Wonder, because Stevie Wonder is one of my favorite artists. So
Same here. Yep.
It
yeah,
took me there. It took me there. It took me there like Beach Street when
Right.
Ramon died chasing after Spit.
Or almost like when Cochise died in Cooley High, like that.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one. Yes.
hmm
Okay,
That
so
was
Dana,
another yeah.
that was another movie. Ugh. So Dana, give us one more crush that you might have had from back in the day or even current.
Trying to think. So I guess it's like a theme for me. Like I always love like the bad boys. So yeah, there were those guys, but then like I always loved like Motley Crue. Like I loved like heavy metal and like hair bands and stuff. And so
long hair.
I had them like
Yeah.
all over my bedroom. Yeah, I mean any
Literally.
music I loved, because then I went from like, hair bands and okay, here's one. I love Motley Crue. And I even saw Tommy Lee one day. I was gonna be working at one of the Fashion Week. So I was headed to Bryant Park. I was rolling my massage chair, and all of a sudden I saw Tommy Lee, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm not like, I don't get starstruck easily. Like I've worked with celebrities and most of them are really annoying. So it's just like, whatever. But I saw him and I didn't even know what I was going to do or say, but I started walking faster. And mind you, I had like a massage chair.
Yo, these comments too.
Pushing it, like huffing and puffing like a maniac. And his, I don't know, his handler, it turns around and like looks at me like, and he's very tall, Tommy Lee. The handler was short. He takes him and like pushes him into the closest like doorway because maybe he thought I was gonna. I don't even know. I hurt him, whatever. Like I was like a crazy stalker.
You had that look in your eye. That's what it was.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't even know what I would have said, but I always loved, and to this day I love John Bon Jovi. I thought he was really cool. He seemed nice. I wrote him like fan letters when I was a kid.
Aww.
I never got a response, but I just thought he was cool. And you know what? He still I think is handsome, but like he does a lot of good stuff. Like he has he's from Jersey, like reps Jersey hard.
Yeah.
And he has like a restaurant that I think offers like free food for homeless people or like or people just, out of work or whatever. So he does a lot of good stuff. So I really admire that.
The cool white dudes.
Yeah.
A lot of cool white boys, man.
I'm just saying they're out there, Okay. So Vic,
like they can't be cool. Like,
yeah, you're right. I say that because like there's stereotypes about us. There's stereotypes about white dudes that, they ain't cool. I mean, a lot of them are corny. But there are a lot of cool ones too. There's a lot of corny black folk.
Oh yeah, all around.
Anyway, I'm kidding. No, but
who
Vic,
are you nodding to?
I'm not nodding to anybody. I was just fixing my neck.
I don't know. I felt like I know the question's coming around to me, but I felt like a lot of the coolest white boys or white dudes or whatever were in the 80s. Like your David Hasselhoffs, your Hall & Oates, your all the people that you just mentioned, Dana. Like, just some of the coolest to me. You know, like they weren't trying to be anything than who they were. You know what I mean? Like they just had soul, or they had the rock and roll, and they just did it well, man. The long hair, the bandanas, or whatever, and it's just cool. I loved them.
Yeah, agreed.
I miss that.
So what was one of your old school crushes, Vic, of somebody?
Man, I'm sorry. Look, dude, I had to write a little bit of a list because there were a few. It's not that long. I know my wife is, if she's watching, she's probably laughing in the background. But I had Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
Oh,
yes.
So I didn't mean to react like that out loud.
And just to piggyback off that one, the current Wonder Woman, I forgot what her name is. She's not
white, but yes,
Close enough. You know what I said? Well, like I said last week, if she ain't black, then to most people, she's white.
Indeed.
But Lindsay Wagner, who played the Bionic Woman, thought she was dope.
Oh,
Thought she was dope. Incredible.
yeah.
The woman who played I Dream of Jeannie.
Wow.
Yes.
I forgot her name, but yes, yeah.
Barbara Eden. Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. We have Joyce DeWitt, Janet of Three's
Yes.
Company. Yeah.
Really?
And yo, Dana and I, like, I'm telling you.
Stop it!
Wow.
Stop it!
When you,
Because see-
wait. Did Nicole say really? Janet was Flav.
Hold on! Stop it! Stop it!
Come on now.
Hold
Okay.
on! Now, no, okay.
We're gonna break this down. Go ahead, John. You first. We'll break this down.
Nicole first. I have
Okay.
my response, but Nicole,
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
I mean, no. Look, to each his own. I mean, if that's you like what you like, you know.
Mhm. That's a political nice
That
way of
wouldn't
putting
have
it.
been. That wouldn't have been. If
Who
I was
threw you
putting
off?
together a list.
Who threw you off?
Joyce
Joyce DeWitt? She
Joyce
threw you off?
DeWitt.
Is that the Three's Company?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's
Janet.
the with the
Brunette.
dark hair, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So okay. So now let me comment on that. Okay, so what Vic did right there, because a lot of people would have, on the surface, thought it would have been Suzanne Summers.
Nah.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
you know,
Yeah, no, go
they-
ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But brothers know on the low,
Yes, sir.
it was
Yes.
Janet on the low.
Yes.
It was Janet.
Yes.
Not
And
saying
Nicole.
that she was the hottest woman in the world, but I understand her being on that list for sure. Okay, go
Nicole,
ahead.
here's my reasons why. She, first of all, her personality was really dope. She was like the chill homegirl friend to Jack. Short, cute, dark haired girl. She had the hips, thighs, like she was Flav to me. And everybody, like John said, would resort to Suzanne Summers, but she wasn't the complete package. Like she didn't have it. She only had it up top. Like she didn't have it down below. And we talking about in the physical.
Right.
Just keeping it completely transparent.
Okay, all right.
You see what I'm saying?
Please, I didn't know who was going here.
Hey,
Okay.
what did Lynn say, Nicole? What did he say?
Lynn said, well, the first comment he said, you could just close the book after Linda Carter, the OG.
Yes.
He said, Nicole, that was a very polished, lawyerish answer. Okay, that was definitely by the book.
Hey, we got one more because we have other people. We gotta. My last one was Dawn Wells, who was Marianne on Gilligan's Island. To me, was like she could have been Joyce. She could have been Joyce DeWitt's sister.
Yeah, she was part one.
You know what I mean? Yes.
She was the
Yes.
original.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
It's
Yeah.
funny because
I mean-
a lot of those shows, not all of them, but like most of the time, the blonde is like the bombshell and the one everyone wants, and then they have the brunette that's like smart and serious. And I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
even like on Charlie's Angels, like Farrah Fawcett, everyone wanted, but I thought, Jacqueline Smith, I thought she was so pretty.
Yeah.
I agree. Completely
Me too.
agree. Yeah. I would
Yep.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
Nicole,
thought,
what about you? What were some of your old school, if you had any white boy
I
crushes?
can't really recall any. I did, pull out one, but I will say, I just want to point out.
John B.
Disclaimer.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about John B. But I'm just laughing because Vic was probably just that really good. You were good at school, right? Like did your homework.
No.
Because he came with his list and he was all prepared. I was like,
Studious. He's a studious adult.
Yes. Well said. And he is correct.
Okay, well, I was actually sitting here trying to remember like who was the one that I was thinking about. So Channing Tatum is somebody I always thought was cute.
Okay.
I know the name.
You know that?
He was a Magic
Wait a
Mike.
minute.
Yes. Okay.
That's why we
Okay,
don't.
I didn't see him. Well, no, I didn't see him in Magic Mike. Let me see. So you know what I did? Can you see this?
Yes, that's him. Yeah. He was in G.I. Joe. He was in a few things.
You know what I did though? I Googled cute white actors. And I went down because I don't remember actors' names a lot of times. So I had to remember, but I knew the face and I had to go back and look and see, okay, I know which one I'm thinking about, but I can't remember his name.
And he popped up.
And then of course, I think John B. I always thought John B. Especially when he came out, with his music and everything. And then I was a big Babyface fan too, so he had that same vibe as Babyface.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you saying?
Lynn said y'all forgot Daisy Duke. Oh my, I didn't go yet, so
yeah, brother Lynn, I'm with you on that one. Yes.
Daisy Duke.
Yeah, Daisy Duke.
But
Most
Daisy Duke, to me, that was more, in my opinion, more about how she was dressed and what she was wearing. Because I didn't really think she was that pretty. I just thought,
no, not in the face.
She was in shape and she had on these short shorts. And you was a young man, so you were like, "Oh my god," but
right. Good point.
All right, go ahead, John. What's your list? Because mine was short.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this short. So, one of mine was Marissa Tomei during Different World.
Okay.
So everyone, of course, wanted Lisa Bonet, Jasmine Guy. I get it all. I get it. But I was like, I wanted that one. I liked her for some reason. Marissa Tomei, she was.
I like the honesty, man.
That was one for me for sure. Also, to go further back, old school. I don't know if y'all remember this movie. Just One of the Guys.
Yes.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
What was that on? I've never heard of it.
Okay, that was the movie where it was this girl who did this experiment or had this bet or something, I guess, that where she went to another school and dressed as and pretended to be a boy. It was like Soul Man, except for his gender.
Because she wrote an article for her school newspaper, and the teacher critiqued her, and she was like, "It's because I'm a girl. I know it. I'm gonna write another article, as a boy." And so she went to another high school as a boy, and it's like I love that movie to death.
Love it.
I even have can I take the camera and show you guys?
Yeah,
please do. I'm gonna have to check this out.
The camera.
Yeah, you're good. No, you're good. Just do your thing.
Don't mind my sink. Oh my god, hold on.
Oh, that's all good, Dana. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about
because
it.
I just came back from feeding cats, so there's empty water bottles. All right, hold on. Wait, can you see?
No.
The camera flipped around to me.
How do I flip it?
Oh, your camera.
It's a good question. I wouldn't know how to do it myself.
So maybe I just do this. Can you see?
Yeah.
That. Wow. That's from the Karate Kid, isn't it?
No, that's just one of the guys.
Oh, it is. You're right.
No, Dana doesn't play, boy. She doesn't.
That was her. That was her. She's dressed as the guy there, so that's not a good representation. But, but yes, that was her, and that was that she was really hot to me, and I got mad that she kept trying to be a boy because I just kept wanting to see her as a girl. They kept putting her in swimsuits and things like that. That movie, and her best friend was the hugest James Brown fan.
Yes.
Rick like he would constantly be talking about James Brown, so that was my movie, and she was one of the ones. So I had some. So those were some of the ones. Julia Roberts was a cutie.
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer, early Michelle Pfeiffer, like Catwoman Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes. Uma Thurman.
Uma had a moment too. She's got that. She's got that awkward, goofy, cute. You know what I'm saying? There's I hate to say goofy, but yeah.
I know what you mean.
But those were definitely some of the crushes.
To the movie that you enjoyed, that you're referring to, did she have her moments where she was feminine? Because the picture that Dana showed, I wouldn't have been able to pick her out of for nothing to save my life. Like,
no, she was a dude there. That's what made the movie so interesting, is because as a woman, she was hot. Dana, was she hot?
Yeah.
Or pretty? She was really pretty. And then when she dressed up as a dude, because she was pretty as a woman, she then became this pretty boy dude that when she went to this other school, all the girls wanted her, of course, because he was a pretty boy kind of thing. Right. So like, I was just attracted to her when she was the woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what the movie was. She was dressing up as a dude. You know, that was even the first. Okay, yeah. There's a moment in that movie where I guess.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
Listen, her best friend doesn't believe. He just found out that that this dude, because her is actually a woman.
Right.
She developed a new best friend at this school as a dude. And to convince the guy that no, I'm a woman, she flashes him.
Okay.
So that was my first time.
She falls in love with him.
Because she fell in love with him, of course. So she wanted to
why.
show him I'm a woman, but she also wanted to show him this is what you're getting. If you joined the party, hey, but that was my first time in a movie seeing boobies as well.
Really?
Yeah. So this was a quintessential movie in my life.
So what's the name of this movie again, and what year did it come out?
It's a really good movie. The other actor who's in it is the guy who plays Johnny in Karate Kid, the blonde guy, William Zabka. He's in the movie too. Also, he's always playing a bad bully, but he's so good at it. But he's in it. It's just a really good movie. I don't think it got. There's like kind of like a cult following. Like people love it to this day. I mean, you should watch it. I think it holds up well. I think it's really funny.
It does.
And her
and her brother were really funny with each other too.
Oh, they're great.
So
Go ahead, Nicole.
I was just gonna say I missed what she was showing, and my phone cut off.
Yeah. We saw you went out for a second. She was just showing a poster from the movie that I mentioned, which is crazy that I mentioned this movie randomly, and she's like, "Oh, I have this picture."
No, I have two friends that also love the movie, and we like quote it all the time, and like it's so good. But I remember that movie, and I remember a lot of my like friends at the time that were boys, or like my girlfriends who had like older brothers or whatever. All the boys would always talk about that scene. And like, oh my God, she's so hot, because I think that was like the first time a lot of young boys, you know what I mean, saw like a female half naked. Also, in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes, oh my God, that's a classic.
She's another one. Gorgeous. I don't know what she is. She's white or whatever, but like she's another like beautiful. But that too was like, everyone remembers like that scene, at the pool or whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, she was. Yeah, she was also in
Gremlins.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, and I had one more to the list that you just reminded me of, Kelly LeBrock, because you went to Ridgemont High. Yes. So I thought of Weird Science automatically. Automatically.
I remember the name. I'm trying to remember what she looks like.
She was the creation that they put together in Weird Science.
Very.
Robert,
judging by John's reaction.
Well, it's not just her; it's the movie. I think all that I'm kind of bugging about, because I used to love that movie. Go ahead, Dana.
Do you remember the commercial? She was like, "Don't hate me because I'm beautiful."
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's her, Kelly LeBrock.
Woman in Red too.
Like,
yes.
Put a face to it, but she was like brunette with like big lips, blue eyes.
And that's what caught me was the lips.
Woman in Red
lips
with
and the eyes.
Gene Wilder.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite movies too.
Yeah. She
had some Stevie Wonder songs in there.
Classic, ain't it? Yeah.
Bill, what was that? Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman? I forgot his name now. That was in that movie Weird Science. Anyway, and Robert Downey Jr.
Downey Jr. Yep.
A young
Anthony Michael Hall.
Michael Hall.
Yeah.
16 Candles.
Classic.
my
Breakfast
movie.
Club.
Yeah.
One of the best films ever created, ever, hands down. Top 10, and easily in my top 10.
Yeah.
Yes,
Breakfast
yes,
Club.
yes. Easily.
It was
Easily. One of a kind. There's been nothing like it since. Come on, dude. John Bender. John Bender. Like, oh, come on, hands down.
It's classic.
It sounds like Vic is like opening it up to like challenge me right now. Challenge me. You know how he does on Super MC.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about it, but I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I don't want none of that smoke. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear Mikkel's list because she sounded like she had one or has one.
Okay, so Mikkel she could put some in the chat, but also she earlier commented and was saying that I know one of her picks, which I know one of her crushes was Matt Damon for a long time till he got a little funky with how he was talking about black folk. You know, that happens. Don Cheadle's black, so, and he's real black, so that's wrong. That's a bad example. I said it out loud, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Another white one. Were there any other white ones, babe? You know who she liked? He's back there coughing, laughing. Sorry. Don Cheadle. She liked the dude that played the actor that played the president on Scandal. No, or was it the actor?
Oh, yes.
No, it was the assassin on Scandal. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't know if y'all watched Scandal. Anyway.
Oh, yes. I remember.
The killer dude. Oh yeah.
I don't remember, but I like him too.
Yeah, because your yes was kind of. Oh yeah. Yes, had a couple of S's on yes.
I didn't see Scandal. I don't know the actor.
Yeah, I didn't.
Great show.
Oh, yes. You should go back and watch
How to Get Away with Murder?
No.
Nah, unfortunately not.
Well, watch Scandal.
Did you watch How to Get Away with Murder, Nicole?
I did. I was a fan.
Okay, yes. Anyway, okay. So, Mikkel, can we show the video? We want to show this video for us to further dissect and get into this discussion about interracial couples. This guy, his thoughts are extreme, but we want to discuss it. So let's go to the video, please.
Are you totally against interracial relationships?
I am totally against it, and I want to make sure you understand why. We have a name for it, the Snow Bunny Crisis. I am in no way interested in hurting or harming the life of any human. I believe in respecting everybody. The reason I'm against interracial marriage is because marriage is an economic contract. Most women do not marry down in status. And if you don't believe me, show me a rich white woman married to a broke-ass black man. Have you ever seen a rich white woman marry a broke-ass black man? No, you have not, and you never will. Because marriage ain't about love, it's not colorblind, and it is totally economic. How can we, who don't have enough already, give so much to the white woman and to white people who have already taken too much when we got all these black women out here who will never get married? If you want to save the black family, you have to protect it. You can't say, I love the black family, but I don't have a problem with interracial marriage.
Wow, there was a lot there.
Yeah, Dana looks serious. Like she's just like,
yeah.
No,
I peeped that too.
Why? Because even in the intro, I'm not seeing the videos. I think I know which guy that guy, Doctor something.
Yeah.
You're talking about, and he was like on the Breakfast Club recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't see just now. It's not.
Were you able to hear it?
No.
Interesting.
Did you see the clip previously to know what the content was about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have to work on that. But yeah, any thoughts, Nicole? You said there was a lot there. Let's unpack a little bit, because I think that there was. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm trying to really collect my thoughts on, because there's a lot. There were a lot of points that he made. To me, and they were a little contradictory, because if you talk about, the marriage being economic contract, and and all the things that he was saying. I think, for some it may be that, for others it's more than that. So
Yeah.
yes, you are getting into an economic contract there, but I think the reasons that you get into that contract is not so much economic all the time, or even that might not even be the impetus for you even getting into that contract. And then there was something else he said about the Black family and protecting the Black family. Oh, and then white women. You don't see white women
White
getting
and
with
black.
marrying down.
Right.
First of all, I'm not sure that he knows these wealthy white women that might be marrying down. Sometimes there are wealthy women who just want the companionship, so they are willing to marry down, so to speak, because they're not with somebody for the money, because they got their own. So
there's that.
And then just as someone who has not been married, there was a comment he made about the reason why our Black women don't get married. I mean, as if this interracial dating will take away from Black
individual
women
Black woman getting married.
Right.
That's crazy.
And I mean, I have my own reasons why I'm not married, but I don't necessarily think that just interracial dating is going to, or interracial marriage is going to prohibit a group of Black women from getting married. So it was just, there was a lot there that I just felt like he wasn't, I'll let somebody else speak, but I just felt like he was just very contradictory, because he was like, I respect people and I respect everyone. Yet this is my view.
Right. Very extreme thinking, in my opinion. And it's like, I agreed with the ideal of protecting Black family. I even agree with the idea of, well, hold on, we got a long comment here. Let's get put my glasses on here. Hold on. I understand about the economic contract, but to say that you don't support Black people because you believe in interracial marriage is problematic. It's like saying a Black person doesn't support other Black people because you happen to fall in love with someone who is not Black. Great point. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, love is love at the end of the day. It should be. But this guy, he's basically saying it needs to be exclusive. I mean, well, just to Black people need to marry Black, white need to marry white. And I get it to some degree, but I think that mentality of we need to stick to our own is something that we should be doing when it comes to building our communities back up. And even that, you need to have others involved. It can never just be one ethnicity, one race.
Right.
I don't know, Vic. I don't know. What were some of your reactions or thoughts as you were watching this video of this brother just spewing his thoughts?
Oh, there's a lot of feelings that I had from the last time we had this episode, part 1, which I thought we would address. I feel like, I'm a person who's not into blanket statements. And like Nicole said, it was a huge, extreme blanket statement to an entire race of people. And I feel like, he has a right to his own opinion, like anyone else who feels like him. But ultimately, I feel like people should just mind their business. Plain and simple. Like, it's whether above or a race thing, it's just people. Like, for myself, I'll speak for myself. I've dated, and this isn't to be brag or anything like that, but I've dated all types of different ethnicities, right? And I never had the mindset of, oh, let me just date Latino women, or let me just date Black women, or let me just try white women because I just want to try different flavors, like some black sheep, the flavor of the month. You know what I mean? Like, I went where my heart took me, where my mind took me, where the experience took me. So, and I know I'm not the only person throughout history who's felt this way. and conducting themselves this way. So that's why I don't make blanket statements. People have the right to choose who they want to, get themselves involved, love and get themselves involved with. Bottom line. So to say, well, you should just stick to your kind and not do, like, who are you to tell me?
Yeah.
As I said on the last episode, whether it's family included, if I hurt someone's feelings because of my personal choice, well, so be it. That's not my intent, but that's just what it is.
Is what it is.
And for him to, it's just, there's a lot to unpack there. Like this, I would take up a whole, we should have started this an hour ago. And we could do a part 3 and I'll address it even further, deeper. But
because
you know what I mean?
The truth, I almost even want to go past just addressing him because some of it was foolishness.
It's ignorance.
It can't be so absolute. Like if you feel that way for your life,
exactly.
Because again, for Black people and for any ethnicity, everything can't just be one note. We have a Malcolm X and we have a Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have both. So brother, you want to be that one to just stick to your race and just do this loyalist thing that you think you're doing? Fine. But don't tag everybody else to that same exact thing because this is what you choose to do.
And on top of that, he chose to knock them as well. People like a Cindy Portier, who's dated outside of his race. Anyone who has uplifted and built their community and broke down, knocked down doors within the Hollywood or, whatever, he dismisses them and says he doesn't respect them. They're no exception because they dated outside their race. Yeah. So there's a lot there that's just like total, to the left that we need to address on a different day. And I'm willing to do so because there's a lot that I have to say about this topic. So a lot.
Let me ask y'all this then, and I'll start with Dana with this. And maybe we only get the Dana on this. I don't know. But have you ever had any like racially awkward moments when you were dating someone of a different ethnicity?
Yes.
Can you share one, perhaps?
I can. So I think if you guys remember from last week, I was telling you that I'm Colombian. I was adopted into a Jewish family. So it's always been like a weird thing as far as like, how do I identify, and what have you with like dating, how people look at me or whatever. So, oops, sorry. My cat just knocked over my charger. Stop.
Your cat is a good
like, get off the phone.
Right.
Pay attention to me.
Sorry. So so I've dated, like Vic said, I've also dated all kinds of ethnicities just because, not for whatever reason, like, oh, let me try this one. It's just like whoever I like, and but there was like a window of time where I was like trying online dating because all my friends that did it, like, oh my god, I met the best guy. So I did a bunch of different like online dating. Like I did Match.com, eHarmony. What else did I do? I don't even know. There's like so many, and like I hated it every time. But one of them I did was JDate, which is like, it's like you meet like Jewish people. So I'm like, maybe I just need a nice Jewish guy, And so I like
model off. Okay.
I'm like, that's my family, you know what I mean? So but here's what happened, right? Because on my profile, like I say like I'm Latina, right? So what I was finding out was like a lot of men were like, oh, like, she's like safe to date. You're right, because she's Jewish, but she has that like she's like exotic almost, right? And so this one man that I met in particular, oh my god, I wanted to like so many dates I went on. That's like another episode, like online, oh my god. But anyway, we were eating and he was just like, I can't remember what happened. I was telling him something because he was telling me about something that happened in the laundromat or whatever. And I was like, I told him a story that someone took out my clothes out of the dryer and I was mad. He's like, oh, I bet you got your razor blade. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean by that? He's, because you're Latin. You got that, spicy and that, that like fast temper, and you probably wanted to fight her, right? I'm like, no, and just like all throughout dinner, he was just like bringing up these like stupid stereotypes and like basically and then I don't know if he meant to like admit it so much, but like I think realizing that I'm not this like stereotype that like he had in his mind, like he almost wanted that, you know what I mean? So I think he was like, oh, I don't even like this girl because I think he was just trying to, like we were saying, like you're dating someone because you want to try dating like a Latino. Like I think he wanted to like try dating a Latino woman just to get that out of the way, but not really because he really wanted to seriously date me. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, the whole dinner he would just like bring stuff up, and it was so awkward and like super, super uncomfortable.
And that was you guys' first date, right?
First and last, I hope.
Oh yeah. I wanted to leave so bad, but I've never done that. And then like real quick, there was this other guy that we never went on a date, but like I met him at the car wash. This black guy, he was really cute, and like everyone's like, you just gotta meet Rand, because I never go out, so I'm like, I don't know how to meet people. I'm like, oh, it just happened. So I'm like, all right, we were waiting for our cars. He was good looking. He's like, oh, can I get your number? I'm like, fine. And then he was just like super weird. And he kept calling me, and then he was like, oh, you're a Colombian, and he's like, I know where I'm gonna take you, and he's like, I'm gonna take you to Dykeman, that's like by Washington Heights, and he's like, because it's your people, so you'll be happy. And I'm like, what?
Damn, you said, wow.
Yeah, so it's just people with stereotypes, and they're like, they just think it's okay, like, you know what I mean? I don't think they even realize how like inappropriate.
Sometimes
like,
they don't.
Then a lot of times they do. Unfortunately, that's a scary thing.
Right.
Yeah,
it's probably
you just brought up a great. You just kind of brought up a great point that this isn't just like a white thing. Like you just mentioned a brother who did the same thing that we're normally tagging this to white people. So this is not a race thing. Anyone can do this. To any other ethnicity, and that's crazy. That's wow.
Yeah, it's an ignorant thing, in my opinion.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
I was laughing because I got a text from my friend. I didn't realize he was watching Ernest. He said, "Tell him about Walt." But yeah, we have a friend but he it's not like he's like those stories that you told. I have a friend who. He's Black Jamaican and loves him some Asian women. Yeah, sorry, I think I accidentally said your name, but so
it's okay.
But it's all good,
Over. Keep going. It's over now.
I don't think we'll ever meet him.
Yeah.
Right. You never know. You never know. He actually he's living in bliss. I mean, what'd you say?
I said, we're not an Asian girl, so we won't meet him. He has no interest in meeting him.
He is, it's just what he likes. So, and he lives in Saipan. He went there just for 2 weeks for just a short trip. And now he stayed and lives there. He's an entrepreneur. He has, one of his blogs is Jamaican in Saipan, but he writes a lot of blogs. Very intelligent, and he's a former engineer with New York City, I think, Port Authority.
Yeah,
but
he went out there.
That's all his business, right?
Yeah,
that's the scary thing too. A lot of intelligent people could still be ignorant. I think I quoted myself in saying that with the last show.
Yeah,
intelligent people could be very misguided and very ignorant towards different ethnicities.
Yeah, but see, in his case, he might not because he might not be misguided. There are some people that just have a certain preference or meet a certain kind of person. Like he went out there to some other country, he got him some mushu and didn't want nothing else, so no more after that.
You know what?
And to be even more. Go ahead, Nicole. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, my friend. I don't think he's misguided. I think you were talking about that other guy, right? The on the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think people like that sometimes I think they're just trying to get attention. I mean, it could just be just like straight up ignorance, and maybe that's
But
all it
also,
is.
somebody hurt him. Somebody hurt him way back. Somebody hurt him. Usually, all of that type of stuff to me comes from a place of hurt. Somewhere along the line, somebody hurt him, or he didn't get what he wanted somewhere, somehow, through somebody.
Uh-oh.
Ernest came in strong with that, like,
see, Ernest got all the scoop. We
he said
didn't.
he dated many other
females in our group didn't
also.
always have everything.
You wanted to
that was
clarify.
going on.
Ernest, salute to
Ernest
Ernest
knew
for
everything that
holding-
was going on.
Salute to Ernest for holding it down for his dude. He was like, okay, we got to be accurate now. He came in the chat like, hold on. Yes, he dated other nationalities also. But, you know, once he had some Mushu guy pan, he was like, hey.
You know what? That is not right. Take that back.
There's nothing wrong with that. Somebody could have had some jerk chicken and was like, I don't want anything else now. I'm good. I'm just, and that's okay. And see, to me, that doesn't fall under the ignorance that Vic was talking about. You know, you can have preferences, but even with preferences, because Vic has had preferences, I've had preferences, but when we were single, if we fell for somebody that was outside of that preference, we didn't not date them because they didn't fit into what our preference was, because at the end of the day, love is love. You fall for who you fall for. I don't know, just my thought.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I agree.
That's true.
You know, but
like my preference is,
play
chocolate brother, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What is his
Nothing
real
at all.
name? I forgot what's his real name?
Christopher.
Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher.
Not his last
Ryan?
name.
No, Reese. Christopher Reese, I think is
that's pun.
No, not Reese. Christopher. His is with the R as well. Not him. Wait,
wasn't it? It wasn't. Wait. It wasn't.
Both of them are
not
both
Ryan?
Christopher.
Christopher Martin. Christopher Martin. No, Christopher. Wait. One's Christopher Reed and one's Christopher Martin.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's Christopher
Reed.
Okay.
What'd you say, Dana?
He's Christopher Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
He's Martin.
Okay. Oh God. Is that your screensaver? Oh God.
No, it's not my screensaver. Look, I'll probably meet him and then just be one of those Brian McKnight moments like, hi.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if you end up in the same room with Play, it's gonna be more than a hi. That's it. Like Play better have security on site, or it might be some issues.
But I'm about to say she had a chance encounter with him at the school.
But I'm saying, okay, but I'm talking about being in the elevator with Play, not being in a room with Play with over 100, 300 other people. She was able to control it then because she like, look, I ain't gonna play myself in front of all these people.
It wasn't even at school. It wasn't even that many people around. We were in the lobby. So I mean, it was after the event, and then.
But if you and Play are in an elevator together. I'm just
stupid.
Okay. So anyway, what floor are we going to? I'm just okay. All right. But point being is like you said, your preference is brown skin brothers, chocolate brothers. Now, do you prefer brown skin over light skin?
Great question.
Okay. Because that's the whole thing too.
Yes.
Because I felt like at a young age, I realized that I liked light-skinned women way over dark-skinned women early on. And I was like, why? Because like if you had two average-looking women and one was light-skinned and one was dark-skinned, that light-skinned one would be hotter to me because she was light-skinned. And I'm like, why did and it didn't feel like a preference thing. It made me realize that because through our life, look at all the movies and everything we saw growing up. A lot of these people were white. A lot of these women had lighter skin, And
I was going to ask if that was more of a generational cultural thing.
I think
that we've
been
conditioned to.
Yeah, I think it was. Now, I quickly got out of that when I realized what it was. And it's like, well, nah, beauty is beauty, period, point blank. Are you kidding me?
See, that's the
I realized I've always been on. Everybody.
That's what I've always been on. I love women, period. Healthy heterosexual male, love women. Women, that's it.
We got you,
No
Jelly.
more, no less.
We got you, Jelly. There's no
She
question
called him
about
jelly.
it.
She called him jelly. See, it was working. I am the peanut butter. Oh! Sorry, you got me excited. I'm the peanut butter through his jelly. Oh! Friends, how did it ever happen?
You might be
Not me after this show. I'm gonna be calling Vic later, like, why is Vic not answering any of my calls? Jelly, where are you?
Dana, go get your boy, please. Get your boy.
I'm happy to see that joke came all the way back around an hour later. That really warms my heart. Wherever my heart is. Which side is the heart? I don't know.
In the left side.
I got so much flesh. I'm like, the heart is probably in the middle at this point. It's just... Okay. We're going to leave now. Yeah. So anyway, any last comments that any of you would like to make about interracial dating before we wrap up for the night? Dana, is there anything you'd like to say? Just to overall sum it up of your feelings.
Yeah, I just think, like everyone's been saying throughout this show, like, it's just like love is love, and you just have to follow your heart, and to try to like say that you should only be with someone that looks like you. It's just, what if you can't find someone that looks like you, that you vibe with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you don't align with, then, just think whoever you love. So
Word.
I'm for it.
I hear that. Any last statements, Nicole?
I agree with what Dana just said. Love is love, and wherever you find it. So play.
Oh boy. Or John Malkovich, call me. Remember, you got that Malkovich popping. Don't hook you up.
John B. Malkovich.
No, John Malkovich. There's no B in his name. Vic, brother. What about you?
As I stated before, man, everybody's entitled to their opinion, to their choices. And I agree with the ladies. Love is love. Through my own experiences, follow your heart, and just do what works best for you, and mind your business. Different strokes for different folks. It's that simple. What may work for you may not work for others, and you got to just respect that. You don't have to like it, but respect it. Plain and simple.
Vic be throwing shots out there to people. What do you say, Nicole?
I said, tell that to those Texans.
That's Nicole.
We didn't get to that, but
I know.
Yeah, that's another show.
Nicole, I was thinking the same thing when he was saying that. I was like, this fits exactly for the Texans. Mind your business.
Right.
Love is love.
Your business.
Mind your business.
Because I noticed that with even the clips that we had for the last show with the sister that was talking with her group, and it's like, why do we feel the need to sit and have to explain and just like get confirmation from people? Like, no, these are grown people. We see like having to try to validate themselves to people. Like, no, just mind your business. What works for you may not work for me, vice versa. That's it.
That's like, people. Well, if you see a brother dating a white woman, you'll get a sister that'll, see him in the street and suck her teeth or have some type of attitude, and vice versa sometimes. But it's like, but why? Because you ain't messing with this person. So how does that affect you? Exactly. How does it affect the bottom line when it comes to black people? Like, is it making us any better or any worse? It's
We'll address Mr. Dr. Umar or whatever his name is, Johnson, next show. Dr. Dude.
He's talking a bunch of crap.
For part 3. I definitely have more for that.
Dr. Dookie. I just but no, anyway, so it's just love is love. At the end of the day, love is love, and mind your business. I think that's what we're all saying here. Mind your business.
Yeah.
Who, you know, and shout out. Go
No,
ahead,
go ahead, John.
Now, I was just going to say, shout out to the women on this show. Shout out to women, period. You know, this thing with Texas, I know we're not going to discuss that right now because the show was over for the night. I just wish that the disenfranchised, this is what this show is for. It's for the voiceless and disenfranchised, and that's black people, that's women, that's gay people, and oh man, God forbid if you're all of the above, Jesus. Oh, but you know, that's what this is for, because the system, the powers that be, keep showing us that they really don't care about us. But we have to keep caring about each other. And that's one reason why I do promote or like the idea of interracial dating, because then more people get to intimately understand each other, you know. And look at the beautiful children that are created by people of different ethnicities. Oh my God, come on. Like, you know, so we don't want to lose all of that to just be exclusive to just black people or to just white people, because I hate going through people's timelines or profiles and you just see them, like, meaning if you go through a white person's timeline, all their pictures are just with their white friends and then one black person, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just wish it was more diverse. We shouldn't care about what does that mean? The color of our skin. How are you judging? We're gonna just go, because we can. This is a subject that we can go on about all night, and we got things to do, big things. And also, one more time, happy birthday to Mama Drew! Happy birthday!
I was gonna have Imani start us off with a happy birthday. She's the singer.
Oh, nice. Please.
Don't force her to, because this seems like one of those parent moments where you're like, come on, go ahead and dance.
Get on out here, girl.
Only if she wants to.
The thing is, she's about to be 22 now, so it's like,
oh yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in to Like It Ain't tonight.
You're gonna come and sing. They were waiting. Sing.
No, no, don't see.
We
See, I
can
knew
all
it.
sing. I need one person for that.
I knew it. See, I knew it. Don't do that, Nicole. That's that mommy. Come on, go ahead and sing for everybody. No, don't do that. I can see that doesn't stop. Like, it doesn't matter how old she is. You're still doing that mother-daughter thing. Come sing for the. She's 22. Anyway, all right, everybody.
No, I am not camera ready.
I love it.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Here we go. Happy birthday.
Don't,
Nicole. Cut Nicole's mic, please. When I asked her to sing it earlier, suddenly she didn't have a voice. Now she's, oh, happy birthday. Okay, whatever. We'll sing it to her. We were there yesterday, actually. So we were there chilling out with Mama Drew yesterday. It was good seeing her. So anyway, y'all have a good night. We will see you in a couple of weeks again with another new episode of Like It Ain't. Please stay tuned and stay safe out there, man. It's been a crazy week. Stay safe, y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Bye.
Peace.
I won't sing the song this time. I'm just not going to do it.